trinket. Hello and welcome to Everything to Guppy, the Binding of Isaac podcast that covers every trinket, item, character, boss, and floor in the Binding of Isaac series of video games. My name is Gary Butterfield, and with me as always is a man who's been used, but used for what you'll never guess, Will Hughes.
Gary, I can't believe we already burnt all our good diaper-based improv characters.
Well, I was going to introduce the let's do a Shadowrun to break Mark David Chapman out of prison arc.
Okay, Gary. Gary, it's not just that you insist on bringing back things that we talked about in the green room. It's that you insist on doing it as inelegantly as humanly possible.
And as soon as possible.
Yeah.
It's because I know I won't remember.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know? I'm just being honest.
So Gary and I was describing the Dread game that I ran this week, which ended in a very 70s horror movie kind of way, which I liked. Mm-hmm. Gary then asked me if they were if the characters who died that way were John Lennon and Yoko Ono,
or John Lennon and Mark David Chapman.
Yeah, also very sweet.
That's also very 70s.
I asked about Mark David Chapman, what Mark David Chapman's up to since John Hinckley's active on Twitter.
Mm-hmm. It turns out he's still in jail, which is a crying shame.
Yes, at Wind Prison, spelled W-I-N-D-E, not George Wendt Prison, which would be cool.
George Wendt Prison, a prison for Wentz, a machine for Wentz would be great.
Oh, it'd just be him. His hell is just him reliving his the time he was on the Weakest Link Celebrity Edition, and he was really good at trivia. So all of the other celebrities who were really bad at trivia conspired to vote him off.
Sad.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But anywho, this guy's learned his lesson. It's been 40 years.
I don't know that he has, Gary.
You don't think he looks real happy in his mugshot from 2018, so maybe he hasn't learned it.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's moved on to other Salinger books.
We've also, like Franny and Zooey, I'll fucking kill you to Paul McCartney. There are living Beatles, so we can't let him out until that's no longer true, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he will round out the set.
But at the same time, Gary, the proposition was that we could run a shadow run for this or anything, really. It doesn't have to be about letting an infamous assassin out of prison.
But he seems real nice.
What are you basing that on, bud?
The smiling mugshot.
Okay.
He likes Todd Rundgren a lot. So do I.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one's Todd Rundgren?
They do the Eye in the Sky. Ba, 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 ba.
I mean, it sounds like a great track, man.
It's a good song.
You do Black Hole Sun?
Black Hole Sun, won't you come and wash away the rain?
I was singing on that on stream the other night because I'm playing Iron Man VR. That's the talkiest fucking game in the world, man.
That's a real bummer. Wonder why that is.
You spend a lot of time in offices and stuff while people talk to Tony Stark.
But as VR, the VR office experience.
Oh, that game has a 5-minute podcast in it that someone recorded where it's Morgan Stark. It's like Tony Stark's cousin speculating about what Tony Stark might be up to.
Hey, Tony, it's me, your cousin Morgan. You know that suit you've been looking for?
Ooh, Back to the Future with an Iron Man suit.
I would like that. That would really
just Marty
history.
McFly just killing people.
Just repulsor blasting people and quipping.
Just fucking becoming Kang the Conqueror.
Mm-hmm. Killing his mom's rapist. As opposed to just shaming him with manure.
But what's the crueler punishment? Because that leads to a timeline in which that dude just waxes cars for a living.
Yeah. I think getting killed is probably crueler. Waxing cars doesn't sound so bad to me.
Yeah, plus it teaches you karate skills.
It does. You can wax on and off.
Yeah. God, Biff in that timeline must have one fucking hell of a crane kick.
Biff versus Mark David Chapman. Who wins?
Biff?
Mark David Chapman has a gun. I don't know.
Biff has several guns, including the one that he keeps in the safe for the day when that old man with the crazy hair shows up.
You're right. I forgot about.
Oh, but Gary, that's only happening in 1985 X. So, Yeah. Are they allowed to bring in friends like Mad Dog Tannen?
It feels unfair because Mark David Chapman probably doesn't have that many friends.
Yeah, Gary, I should really stop asking you the question.
Yeah.
Gary, do you get that joke?
I should probably. What'd you say?
I said I should probably stop asking you the question.
I'm not picking up now because my brain's not doing good.
I mean, you might just not know it. Tom Wilson, who played Biff, is like a musical comedian in addition to being an actor, and he has a song that he always plays that is about people asking him annoying Back to the Future questions called "Stop Asking Me the Question."
Got you.
It's very fun.
I think I've heard about that, but I didn't know I knew about that thing, but I didn't know the specific name of the song.
He was also on a season of Legends of Tomorrow where he was quite good.
Do you think Mark David Chapman will end up in Smash?
The TV show about the Broadway musical Bombshell, where they're doing a musical about Marilyn Monroe's life. I think, yeah, probably.
Probably there, but probably not Smash Brothers.
What's that?
Well, it's a fighting game where swordmen fight. It's a fighting game about sword anime people.
Okay, so it's like a Fire Emblem game?
It's basically a Fire Emblem game with Bushido Blade without a hook.
Have they added any characters I might be familiar with?
Let me look through the roster real quick.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Go ahead and read them all out. Read out the whole roster.
All right.
And we'll say yes or no.
Okay. Sirhan.
No.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
No.
Mark David Chapman.
Never heard of him.
Okay. John Wilkes Booth.
Boy, buddy, you were really leaving some fucking low hang. Stephen Sondheim was so fucking disappointed in you. I wrote a whole play about this.
I'm mad that I can only name 4 assassins.
Yeah.
For a prominent D&D class, this is really underrepresented in real life.
Absolutely. The assassin from Diablo 2?
Yeah, the assassin from Diablo 2, the guy who shot Franz Ferdinand.
Gavrilo Princip.
Thank you. What other assassins are there? I was happy I remember the one who shot Reagan or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've mentioned him several. You mean Sirhan who shot Robert Kennedy? Yeah,
that's what I meant. Yeah. We're talking about used diaper, of course.
Are we? Take your word on it, bud.
This isn't very good.
We still never talked about actually how we would run a shadow run.
Well, that'll be for this week. More next episode.
Yeah, this is a terrible trinket. This is very bad.
Yeah. It's just a real bummer because it gives you the Scatola effect every once in a while. And Scatola is fun and fine, but it's kind of fun and fine because you get it for free sometimes from the shell game.
Yeah. Reminder, that just basically means that no fly enemies attack you and they get charmed and are your friends.
Yes. And big flies still attack you. They just get slower.
Yeah.
And getting that every once in a while and unpredictable, into certain rooms, really horrible.
It's very close to nothing.
Yes. I also, the fact that it's a used diaper, like I know what diapers are used for. We did a lot of improv around diapers last week. But used still feels unspecific to me. I might have said like soiled diaper.
Okay.
Like used.
I don't know, Gary.
Like
sometimes you have to let the visuals do a little bit of the work. This is representative art.
Yeah, the art is pretty accurate as well.
There's a shit stain with a fly coming off of it, and then it does say "you stink."
Yeah.
Actually, Gary, don't look at that. Your self-esteem is very fragile this week.
No, I'm great. I'm doing good. I smell good as well.
Do you smell good today, bud?
No.
Oh.
Not even remotely. I haven't taken a shower today.
Man, that would have been such an easy lie.
I don't smell bad, but I smell particular. Yeah.
Would have been a very easy lie to tell me you smell good.
I don't lie. It's not my thing.
My alignment is I will never lie about my stink.
No, I just if I would stink, I'd want to know it, and I'd be open about it because I want to solve that problem.
Yeah, Gary hates hidden role games.
I really do. I sincerely do. I do not like deceiving people I know or deceiving in general.
But tricking people in a safe environment is the most fun you can have.
It's just not fun for me. I understand that. That's why there's a whole genre of games.
Like,
lots of
and
people
then
think that.
They fall into your trap, and then but they don't know yet. But you know that you're smarter than them.
I don't try to be smarter than people, especially people I'm having fun playing board games with.
I don't understand the sentences that you're saying.
I think intelligence is basically like it's kind of fakey. It's like real, but it doesn't matter that much. We really overvalue it. And
Gary, it's weird how much static I'm getting on the line right
now. I think that generally, with one exception, people who really value intelligence over anything are kind of annoying to me. With one exceptional person.
Are you like
maybe 2 if we count Cole?
I would like it on the record that I did not in any way participate. Okay, we can add to the fucking list of assassins Gary Butterfield of Cole Roth on this episode of Everything to Guppy.
Well, that's it. You remember in Duckstream where we trapped him with the with the lollipop trivia?
Yeah.
Just diving on a grenade to say he knew something.
Yeah.
Like, I like to think that he would agree that's not his most dignified aspect. And I'd like to think that you in your darkest, most truthful moments would also understand that.
No, I like me.
I like you too. I just think that part, again, you're the exception, buddy.
Yeah, I managed to make it charming.
Yeah, you did somehow.
That's my brand, man. I'm just self-aware enough to make the many ways I'm very irritating kind of charming.
You know what? I no notes.
Gary, if people enjoy this show, what should they do?
Patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv. And then ratings reviews on Apple Podcast or Podcast Addict.
Yeah, like this one left on Podcast Addict by Joshua. I used to wonder why Will and Gary aren't better known, but I get it now. ETG is as good as many real shows, but I can't recommend it to anyone unless they only kind of care about a specific game and also enjoy a specific brand of comedy. This is a podcast for an increasingly unlikely audience. P.S. What is your favorite animal? I write animal poems for fun, and we'll make a custom one for you. P.P.S. Plankton is taken. P.P.P.S. Sea Slug is taken. P.P.P.P.S. Eddie Gordo is Tekken. P.P.P.P.S. Taken 2. 5-star review. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Eddie Gordo is Tekken.
He is Tekken. And Zendaya is Michi.
Zendaya is Chani.
Oh, yeah. Chani. Yeah. There's something about that review. I was going to say something.
Was it about their very accurate diagnosis of why our show is unlistenable, or about what your favorite animal is?
No, it was the first one, because I think I mentioned this, but my girlfriend knows nothing but trouble, and I had to go through all of the hoops to steer her towards the commentary.
Uh-huh.
And then she's like, Gary, I was trying to listen to it, but I got the wrong one. And I had to be like, no. It's the right one. We just ensure that no one ever gets what they want on this program. It was very funny to try to bring somebody new into this.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night.
Golly.